Hey, legends. We're live. Hey, here I am again, back with my tinfoil hat. How are you doing? Things are really hotting up. And my topic for today is, are you prepared for what's coming? I'm not here to black pill you. But I used to laugh at preppers. I used to think they were tinfoil hat crazy. But now I am one. And I don't know what's coming. None of us know for sure what's coming. What I see unfolding is a lot of hysteria. We know the regime is collapsing. Man, what a time to be alive. Like, seriously, the regime is collapsing right before our eyes. If you can't see it yet, you soon will. And that's why there's so much hysteria. That's why they are desperately trying to cling to power at the moment. The establishment, the regime is splintering. Like they've launched the lifeboats, and they're desperately trying to climb into the lifeboats as they are simultaneously trying to hold it all together. They're not ready to abandon the sinking ship just yet, but they're trying to sort of, keep it all afloat. And it's inevitable. It's inevitable that the old establishment, the regime, is going to collapse. It's written in the stars. Like, the light was always going to win. It was just a matter of time. And this is why they're thrashing around. And there are people, as I said, I mentioned Bashar yesterday, the channeled entity, Bashar, Bashar. And he talks about the two separate timelines. And there are those who, they're too afraid of the change. They are swallowing the blue pill because swallowing the red pill at this point is just too painful. So who knows? They may go down with the sinking ship. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen. But I want you to be prepared mentally, emotionally, and physically. So you know that if you live in a city or in a suburb, then your supply chains are essential to your survival. So our big cities, where they want us all living in the cities, because when we're living in the cities, they literally have the ability to control us in every way. Meaning, if they cut off our supply chains, then we're toast in the cities, right? So, in other words, if you live in the cities, then be a prepper. Buy food that is going to last for at least 6 months. Now, I know there's companies out there that you can actually go to and you can buy 6 months or 12 months of food, and it's packaged food. It lasts for 25 years, blah, 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 blah. But you don't have to go to that extent. I don't even know what that stuff costs. You know what I buy? I buy great big bags of rice. I buy some tinned foods, but mostly I buy things like packaged legumes, lentils, beans, chickpeas. Now, if you're a meat eater, you might be going, ew, rabbit food. Well, hey, do you want to survive or not? Depending on what's coming. It may be completely, like, I'm off from a rocker, guys. I'm a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. Do you know where the term conspiracy, do you know where the term conspiracy theorist came from? It was coined not long after JFK was assassinated, because they wanted to discredit the people who were questioning the official narrative. Now, over 50 years on, most of us are well and truly aware and have accepted that it was all, it was all an inside job. Let's just say that. I'm not going to go into it too much. It was all an inside job. you know. And if you think about over 50 years ago, if your alphabet agencies were that corrupt all the way back then, and they've only become more corrupt, they haven't become less corrupt, then think about that. If they were willing to take out the one guy who was challenging their power back then how powerful and how desperate do you think they are to cling to power now? They'll do anything. They'll do anything. So anything is possible. And whilst the light is winning and has already won, if you look at the future projection, we've still got some chaos to come. Like, what are we at? We're like 12, 11 days out from the actual election in the United States. Be prepared for freaking anything. Like, it's going to be insane what comes over the next 11 days. This is like nothing we've ever seen before as far as elections are concerned. So it's going to ramp up. And it's really important that, there is no harm in being prepared. Like, if you have bags and bags of food that is going to sustain you and is going to last, and what else do you need? Think about other things that you're going to need. Are you going to need torches? Are you going to need some sort of battery packs? Are you going to need a generator of some sort? Like, we have a solar powered generator here. They ain't cheap, but if we need to, we can power up basically almost not our whole house, but we can certainly run the essentials in our house, all solar powered. So we're good as far as power is concerned, because you don't realize just how important power is until you don't have it. We really rely on it, right? Communications. Do you have a way to communicate? Do you have some sort of a two-way radio, or do you have a solar powered radio that you can tune into what's going on if there's still broadcasting available? Have you spoken to friends and family? Are you collaborating with others? If you have medications that you rely on, making sure that you have a supply of medications, having the basics. So having disinfectants available to you in the case of an emergency, having those basics on hand. And in the case of if you aren't able to just go to the store, we are so used to the comfort and convenience of just, you need it, you just go down the road to the store and you buy it. But what if all of those supply chains are cut off? It's really important that you think about this. And as I said, if you buy 6 months supply of food and you end up not needing it, happy days. The food's fine. You can eat the rice when, put it in meals, whatever. But if you have a supply, then you're good. Make sure you take some cash out. Cash is king. If all the internet goes down, or if all the power goes out, that card, that ain't getting you shit. So make sure you have plenty of cash on hand to be able to trade for stuff that you need. If you're able to, grow some of the staples. Things like potatoes are really easy to grow and they can help to sustain you. If you can't grow stuff in your environment, then, grab a big bag of potatoes. Make sure you have one on hand. See, again, these are the kinds of things that will last a long time and will help you to either get through the emergency situation, or will give you time to work with your community to create alternative sources for the essentials. Now, I'm very fortunate that my husband and I chose to live in the country. So we're not stuck in a inner city environment, and that's a good thing. And we have other people who are totally on the same page as us, as what's going down in the world right now. And we just know that we have to be prepared to get through 6 to 12 months of the chaos. And as we emerge out of that, man, it is going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful. There could be some tough times ahead. Make no mistake, there could be some tough times ahead. So be prepared for that. As I said, I'm not trying to black pill you. I don't know what's going to happen. None of us do. But I just encourage you to expect the unexpected. Don't allow anything to shock you. And please don't get drawn into the drama. You know, everything that's unfolding right now, all the screaming and the hysteria on social media, and everybody's at each other's throats, and this person's got to win, otherwise it's the other person's an existential threat. Both sides are saying the same thing, and both sides are going, how can you not see? How can you vote for this person? Both sides are doing the same thing. The thing is, it is what it is. Remember, this is what it looks like while it's happening. How do we birth a new earth paradigm? How do we create this beautiful new 5D world that we are moving into? I think I said in the last live that I did on YouTube, I really was so naive years ago that I thought it was all going to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, that we were just all going to drop into this beautiful place of consciousness and awareness, and we're all going to be awake, and it was all just going to be happy, smooth sailing. And then 2020 happened. It was like, whoa, okay, this is what it looks like. This is way different to what I anticipated. Pollyanna here had no idea what was coming. None. Zero. And then during 2020, I'm going, oh, it's got to be over soon. Everybody's going to wake up. Everybody's going to see what this really is. Everybody's going to finally realize that it's all a big con job. Yeah, nah. Like, what the hell? 4 years later? Almost. What's it going to be? It's going to be almost 5 years. It's going to be 5 years soon. Wow. But in actual fact, in the scheme of things, 5 years is nothing. If you look at the history of humanity, and there has been darkness that has ruled this planet for thousands and thousands of years. Humanity has been enslaved for thousands of years. The ruling class has been holding it over us and playing us like, you know, we're on a chessboard and they're just moving the pieces exactly where they want them. They're moving us exactly where they want us. They know our psychology intimately. And they've been working with the forces, because there is a force. You know, Star Wars, may the force be with you. There is a force. And they have known about the force. And they're like on the dark side of the force. There is darkness and light. There is evil. There is good. That is the nature of our current existence. And it's been like that for thousands of years. So it's all about knowing, just knowing, accepting, going, what will be, will be. Whatever needs to happen will happen. This is what it looks like while it's happening, and not getting caught up in what you believe is right and what you believe the outcome needs to be. The outcome will be what the outcome will be. We have a certain amount of input to that, and we need to follow our conscience, whatever your conscience is, whatever you feel is the right thing to do, you need to do that. You are being drawn down that path for a reason. And we all believe we're on the right path. We all believe we know. We all believe that we are the source of truth, don't we? You believe you're the source of truth, don't you? You believe the next door neighbor who thinks the opposite to you is an idiot, don't you? Meanwhile, the next door neighbor who has the opposite opinion to you thinks you're an idiot. I mean, It's hilarious. Really? Isn't it hilarious that we see the world so differently? And each side, our mind is blown that the other person can't see what we see or doesn't view the world the way we view the world. It's quite fascinating, really, when you think about it. And then we think we know. We think we know because, they've been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed by the establishment. Sound familiar? They've been brainwashed by the corporate media. It's all captured. I know. But do we really know? And do we really know what needs to happen for us to ultimately come out the other side in the fifth dimensional reality, the new earth paradigm, which we are birthing? We are birthing it. So I will always come back to it's all perfect. It's all perfect. Drop your judgment. Drop your attachment to what you believe needs to be the way it needs to be. It will be the way it will be. It will unfold the way it needs to unfold. Don't lose your shit if it doesn't turn out the way you think it needs to turn out. Calm, centered, focus on your future. You are infinitely powerful. You have the ability to create anything you put your mind to. Focus on determining what you want in the world. Focus on determining what you want your future to look like. Focus on making decisions and taking actions that help you to live your best life the way you think it should be. And stop worrying about everybody else and what the hell they're doing. They'll figure it out. They're on their journey. They are determining their destiny. You determine yours. Stop worrying about everybody else and what they're doing. Their destiny is their destiny. Your destiny is your destiny. Stay focused on what is your business, which is your future. You have the power within you to create anything. What do you want to create? Are you clear on what you want to create? Have you got your vision board and your mind movie? Are you doing the internal work, clearing out the limiting beliefs, the fears, the doubts? Are you building your self-worth, your self-belief, your self-confidence? Are you loving yourself enough to be able to receive the abundance that is available for you? What future do you want to live? What future world do you want to live in? Because you are co-creating it all. And if you are getting drawn into the drama and you're being hysterical and you're like, I just see these videos where people are screaming at people. Like the mental illness, man. It is off the charts because everybody is so obsessed with what they believe is right, with what they believe is the truth. I have my own bias. I have my own bias. And I believe I'm right. Shit, yeah. But my truth is my truth. It's not your truth. And if you think completely the opposite to me, then that's a part of your journey and your destiny. And maybe you're right. Maybe I'm the one who's got it all wrong and I'm on the wrong side of history. Maybe. I just know that I'm choosing according to what I believe to be the best for myself and the best for humanity. And that's all I can do according to what I see, according to the work that I've done, according to my relationship with spirit, with God, with source, with the universe. My relationship with spirit and source and God is the most important thing to me. And no, I'm not Christian. For anybody in the United States is all into the Christian thing. I grew up Catholic and I moved away from that. It's not for me. But I do have a faith. I have a faith in a higher power. I have a faith in humanity, in the goodness of humanity. I have a faith in the future of humanity. And that's what I hold on to. And when I see it all looking like it's imploding, I come back to my truth and my source and my faith, my inner faith. That works for me. That's all that's important. I don't expect anybody else to have my faith or my belief. You do you, and I'll do me. And let's respect each other for that. So I'm going to leave it there today. I just want you to know that there is whatever it is that you believe, there is a family out there. We are family. We are family. So connect to your tribe, because we will work this out together, whatever that looks like. Okay, love you loads. I'll see you in another live video soon. I am doing more recorded videos. I'm doing more tapping videos. I'm doing more videos about helping you to be the best version of you. You know, I'm going to give my Wildly Wealthy workshop a plug. It's totally free. Just go to wildlywealthyworkshop.com and register for free, because I give you a training on entrepreneurship, being successful as an entrepreneur, because one of the most predictable ways to build wealth is as an entrepreneur, but you've got to get at least the basics right to be able to achieve the journey, the results that you want. Okay, so wildlywealthyworkshop.com, go and register your details there, and that is going live next week. And I will see you in another video on my YouTube channel very soon. If you've liked this, like and subscribe. If you feel like you want to share it with somebody, share it out. All right. Love you loads. I'll see you again soon. Ciao. You've got this.